A very good evening, everyone. I'm Sakshi Rora, host for PosiFest, back with you all on day 5 with Professor Dr. Rita Patil. Amazing. What name titles you have. What an achievement in life. So, to begin her introduction, she has an experience of 31 years in teaching. She is a PhD guide. She is an active member of organizations IAPEN and IDA. She has a research experience of over 20 years. She has published 25 papers, 25 plus papers, written chapters in books and edited books. She has won 3 research awards. She is a recipient of the Best Teacher Award of the Ascendity University in 2023, and currently she is practicing in her diet clinic, Nutrition for You. A very warm welcome, Dr. Rita.
Thank you so much, Sakshi. Thank you very much. It's indeed a pleasure to conduct this session, something which is of my passion. I would always like to tell people how to keep fit. And yes, draining energy is something which happens to almost everybody today around us. Will you be sharing or should I
Yes,
share
I'll
my
share.
screen? So let us see what drains your energy. What we are going to do is we want to simplify our habits, but it's not going to be enough. I cannot tell you 5 points by saying do this. It is for each one of us to identify what is really draining us. So what drains? Let's see. You may be dealing with toxic people. There is negative self-talk. There is low self-esteem. You stress with struggles. You're worrying about the future. At all such times, you're eating unhealthy food, there is no exercise, and sleep is the most talked about thing today, which people get so less of. If I talk about everyday habits that will drain your energy, we gossip, we waste a lot of time. We let our thoughts wander from one to the other by listening to someone. We are overthinking. We are not living the moment peacefully. Sometimes we take things personally. Somebody makes a statement and we attach it to ourselves because our mind is thinking like that. We are constantly on social media. Wherever we are, if a phone is in hand, it is either a WhatsApp or a Facebook or a Insta and threads and everything that new comes in, we are all part of that, right? And we're complaining all the time. What are we complaining of? We complain of no time. We complain of tiredness. We complain of how am I going to manage this? All of us have the same time, 24 hours to everybody. And there are some who sail and some who struggle. Why? Because we are maybe complaining a bit too much. Most important in my field, we know it's a poor diet, which causes draining your energy. We are struggling to please others. We want recognition from others and we are struggling for that. So we'll try to do what somebody is very happy with. We try to say some things which we may not mean, but you want to make somebody happy so that they may recognize you. And so we try to do that to please others. We hold on to the past. I've been listening to the talks in the last 3 4 days, and we know everybody is telling you don't think so much. Think positive for yourself. Do not think negative for yourself. Do not stress late, over stress on it, and don't sleep very late. Get adequate sleep. Now, adequate sleep, if you ask me, and if I'm sitting in front of clients or anyone, I cannot tell anybody take 8 hours of sleep. You need it. We all know we live in Mumbai, we are living fast lives. So, what am I talking about when I say sleep? It is very simple. You should take at least 6 hours of sleep, which should be uninterrupted and which should be peaceful. If you get too many dreams, your sleep will be disturbed. Then you need longer hours of sleep. So, when I say people should sleep adequately, There are executives who may sleep only for 5 hours, and yet they are fresh in the morning and they're doing all their activity and the high stressful jobs. So why? Because sleep is something which is now subjective to each one in a different way. Some need more, some need less, some need very, very peaceful, some find it difficult to sleep and may need to take a pillow so for that as well. So these are things which drain us. Next one. What are the physical energy drains? We just spoke about sleep, dehydration. People don't drink enough water. It has become a fad that we all carry a water bottle with us. But that water bottle is a small one. Anything which is available, which is fancy looking, we'll have it in a hand half full. How many times do we refill that is a question mark. Because the needs of somebody's water requirements is something like 2.5 liters a day. Then skipping meals. We want to follow the latest diet, which says don't eat for 10 hours. And we are killing ourselves by missing a meal. We are getting drained, but we still want to follow the diet because, well, it's the in thing. Let us omit this from the diet. It is the in thing. We all hear people talk about, haven't you started this? Isn't this good for you? You should do it. Well, it may be good, but it needs to be guided by the right people to know how to follow it. Too much of sugar and too much of caffeine. Coffee shops, the way they have mushroomed today, it's a style. Let's have a coffee together. Not bad. A chat is good, having coffee is good, but too much of coffee, too much of sugar, these are things which will give you a temporary high and will drain you. So we have to be careful with that. A lot of exercise and less of exercise, both is draining. A lot of exercise fatigues you, and less of exercise just it makes you very dull and very sluggish. Okay, so you should have not too less and not too much either. So a balance of that also is necessary. Next. Mental energy drains. I've just sort of, while I wrote a lot, I actually wrote a lot before this presentation. And then I realized that I can separate around in a certain manner. So what are the multitasking? We all, every woman today, whether she is in the village, whether she is in a smaller town, or whether she's in a metropolitan city, she's multitasking. But that does give a mental pressure to her. Clear goals which are not clear. We should have very, very clear goals. Decision fatigue. Sometimes trying to reach a conclusion itself is going to make us very tired. And you say, oh, by the time I decided this, look how tired I am. Perfectionism. People want to be perfect. Not all, but the perfectionists who seek perfection in every of their action, they get tired also, because sometimes you're fighting against a system and you may not be able to achieve it. Not taking breaks. So when your body tells you you need to take a break, you should take it. If you don't take it, you're going to be physically as well as mentally drained.
Yes.
Next one.
Yes, yes.
Environmental. Bad air quality, extreme temperatures, noise pollution. Sometimes you get a headache with so much sound around you. There is poor lighting, constant notifications on your phones and your computers. There is fatigue. There is messy workplaces, mess at home, uncomfortable clothing. It's a fashion to wear the latest, but all may not be comfortable in it. Believe me, I wear what is comfortable to me. I have people telling me, what is this? Why did you wear it? I tell them it's my comfort. I can function to my max when I'm in my comfortable clothing. I will not believe I want to be. I'm not saying I'll not do fashion, but within that, I will select what is comfortable for me. I cannot take up something just because this is the latest today, because that is going to be making me tired. Next. So some lifestyle energy drains, lack of boundaries. We don't know how to maintain boundaries with when we deal with others, or we allow others also. We don't know how to make boundaries for others to enter into our lives. ignoring personal needs, staying in comfort zones. Today, we all, what is comfortable, we want to do that. We rarely want to go out and do something which is good, maybe for us, but we don't want to even try it because we are so comfortable in that shell that we live in. Unrealistic expectations of our own self, negativity, skipping things which is important, but you will just skip it because you don't want to try it. You assume it is going to drain you. You assume you're going to be tired and you will just skip it. You neglect joy. Joy is also very brief nowadays, have a party, little bit of joy, the small party time is over and back, life is back again without any joy and constantly in tension. Lack of gratitude, over planning, and living without purpose. Why we say living without purpose? I said previously, no goals. We need to set goals. We need to find out what is the first thing I need to do for myself, for my good. I know that if I'm a mother, I know I have to feed, I have to cook, I have to do this. But what is important for me? So if I need to have my coffee before I do anything else, they all can wait for it. No harm in saying that, because we have to make our goals and plan it out so that we are not draining our energy. Next. What are the physical signs of energy? Chronic fatigue, frequent headaches, poor concentration and memory, Sometimes you say, oh, I forgot. What was I going to tell you? Why? Because our brains are so overloaded, and increased craving and irritability. You may crave for food. You talk about comfort food. Comfort food is a phrase which is so popular. I need my comfort food. Well, I'm not saying don't have it, but if that's the only thing that you have, is going to adversely affect your body rather than help your body. What is comfort food? Either a lot of sweets, desserts, a lot of fried stuff, correct? A lot of cola drinks. These are all which have those uh, different taste tingles, which tingles your tongue. And well, it may happen that it will increase your craving and irritability. Next. So why are these cycles hard to break? We have comfort in familiarity, fear of change, lack of awareness of triggers. We have to learn how to identify our own triggers. It's not easy, but we have to make it a habit. And short-term rewards, we look for them instead of the long-term health benefits that we may get. Because today life is such that short-term is what is quick fix. No, we need something to look for in the long-term perspective of health. Then, what are support systems? You have family, you have social support, you have friends, you have professional helps. People should not hesitate to take professional help when needed. It is not a stigma, and forget it. If you are going to a counselor, you need not tell the world where you're going, right? But take the help, because that's what is going to make you refocus and be actually more at peace with your own self. Interdisciplinary approach, you need nutrition, you need psychology, you need lifestyle coaches as well. Why? Because they're going to streamline things for you. They're going to show you a path. Nobody can make you change things. I, for a person as a dietitian, I never tell people start eating this. I build around what you eat to guide you what can be the better thing to do with one or two changes. That's the only thing why clients are going to be happy, because they can eat, but you have to teach them how to eat, when to eat. We cannot expect same things. What do psychologists, counselors do? They will guide you. What do lifestyle coaches do? They will guide you. Nobody can bring drastic changes in you, in your life, unless you bring them. Okay. And then you have the community and workplace support. We are surrounded by people, whether we are at home, whether we are in family, whether we are at workplace, wherever we are. So we have to find out which are our support points at which centers and be in connect with them. Next. One habit can change your cycle. Okay, start with one habit today. After my talk, I would really like it if you, I'm going to share this PPT. I've given it to Sakshi and she can share it with all. See, start writing down certain things so that those changes can be initiated. So the first habit you can do is start writing. If you want to make a change, start writing. And as you know, how do you write? You don't write ABCD. You write things and then you number. You read it again and again and again, and you see what is the first thing you want. So that becomes your one. Then you bring your two, and then you rewrite your list with the first thing that you've listed. That is one way where you're going to slowly try to focus on your well being and your energy for your work, for your passion, whatever you're doing. Consistency, okay? Just do something consistently. Don't try to do it very intensely. Intensity is going to drain you, but doing it slowly and steadily is going to make you achieve it. So make sure that consistency stays rather than intensity. Energy improves with alignment and not pressure. What is the meaning of this? When you are in alignment with your environment, there is more energy. When you're in alignment with your thoughts, there is more energy. When you're in alignment with what you want, there is more energy. We are not talking of taking pressures, how will I get enough energy, or why am I not feeling energetic? That is a pressure we should keep absolutely away. Then only you can improve with alignment. And sustainable change is always gradual. There is no rush pill here. You have to give it time. You cannot say today is 19th. We cannot say in the new year I'm going to do this. Nothing can be achieved in the next 12 days. You cannot. So let us plan slowly how you can build up. Maybe you can say that 6 months down the line, I will be able to achieve it, and that would be the right goal to do. Next. So now I come to something a little different, okay? Preventing energy, you eat right and stay fit. This is totally my domain. But why could I speak about the previous? The only reason is when we talk of mindful eating, we talk of all of the previous. So that's when we guide people that how you have to go about it. Let's see. So what is eating right? It is recognizing your hunger and satiety signals. When are you really hungry? Cravings are different and hunger is different. So, when are you really hungry? And what is making you full? So, there are times when you will eat just one portion of something and you say, I'm full, I don't want anything anymore. There are times when you're eating quite a bit. In fact, somebody at home will say, what's wrong with you? You're eating so much. And yet you don't feel as though you've eaten well. So you need to identify your hunger and satiety signals. All those hunger signals are easier to identify. Satiety is little difficult, but I'm going to tell you how to do it also. Manage cravings, practice while eating, chew. Chew, we were taught chew 32 times, count numbers if you want, but chew, recognizing that you're chewing and recognize the flavor and the taste. Why? We will, next slide, I think I've kept that slide not deleted, but you need to, because that's how you're going to enjoy your food. Whom do you eat with? Choose whom do you eat with. Sitting alone in front of a TV and eating, not advisable. Decide to eat with family together. Even if it is not going to be on the dining table, maybe carrying a plate in your hand, but be with people. Eat slowly, chew well, and give at least a 20-minute meal time. Why 20 minutes? This is the bare minimum I can have people, or people will tell me, you don't know what you're talking, there's no time to eat. So 20 minutes, I think we can spare even in our lunchtime, even if we are at workplace, and at dinner, we can give more than 20, but 20 is fair enough. Listen to the body, hunger, satiety, satiety, thirst, and emotions. Emotions, why? Because what emotion are you eating? Are you angry? Are you happy? Are you tensed? Are you very worried? Have you just had a fight with somebody? Don't look at your phone. Don't look at the stupid reels which may come on WhatsApp, because they are going to distract you and they're going to play havoc with your emotions. Emotionally being calm is very, very important, because all the hormones in the body start playing the moment with every emotion. You get excited, there's a different hormone. You start crying, there's a different hormone. While eating, keep your emotions calm and stay absolutely, what do you say, one with your own self, without the thoughts of any conflict in mind. Next. Why are taste important? Yes. Why the tongue needs the taste sensation? Not always, but sometimes, I'll tell you why. Because when we are happy, we might want a sweet. When we are dull, we will want something tangy. So these tastes, our tongue, if you give them the taste that it needs, you'll find that there is a lot of energy in a simple food which you eat, because you have savored that food. Okay, so you need salty, somebody may need sweet, somebody may need spicy, but you need to alternate between these tastes, so that you're going to make maximum use of any simple food that you're going to eat. Next. Now, this is a little different. There's a stomach hunger and there's a brain hunger. Okay. Don't really read the slide, but what I want to tell you is, when I told you identify your hunger, you should know your hunger pangs. Hunger pangs are different from a acidity feeling. Okay, there's a hollowness in the stomach, but you feel hungry during certain times, and those are what is to be identified. What is a brain hunger? When you may not have you may not feel hungry at all in your stomach, but your brain is telling you eat. Why? Because the brain may be missing some bit of energy, and it is directing you to eat, whether it is a meal time or no. And this is the problem with our youngsters who eat at midnight. Whatever you may give them at any meal time, 12 o'clock in the night, they will get up. I'm hungry, because their brain is telling them they are hungry. Okay. When does these two things happen? The brain acts more than your actual stomach hunger when you're going to be tired, when you're going to be when your body is not rested well enough. Okay. Or you have cravings. Middle of the night, they will say, I want to have a chocolate. Let's order a pastry. Can we not have an ice cream? Because these are things which will they might crave for. Okay. So the that is the signal that our body is tired, and we now need to take charge to make sure that we are going to be more energetic and have our stomach tell us when we are going to be hungry. Next. So mindfulness activities. Okay, so check your stress level before eating. I've already told you. Check how you are feeling. Check your hunger taking plate. When when you're serving in a buffet, you have to consciously see. You just can't take everything that is there. People say, what is this? Buffet mein aaya ho, khaya nahi, le lo sab. Even if it is free food, we have to be mindfulness of what is good for us. Eat without distractions, televisions, computers, work calls, even calls with friends. When you're eating, please say, please, let's talk later. I'm eating my food. Putting the fork down between bites. Okay. If something distracts you, if you start thinking of something, what happened in the morning, and you're getting agitated, pause. Just pause while you're eating. Come back, let that thought pass, come back and continue. Make eating exclusive and a happy affair rather than multitasking. Breakfast. I'm having my breakfast, running half the house, doing something else. Not advisable. Sit down and eat and keep your phones away. Next. So these are just pictures. I'm trying to motivate you. What can we write to eat? Okay. You have fruits, you have homemade parathas, you have egg, you have idlis, you have anything else which is homemade. No, I will never say that let us all start cooking so much that we never eat. No, it'll tire us out. But you can choose these things when you're even ordering from somewhere. The point is that these are the things which you should probably choose to eat more than every other um, fast food or a high fat, high sugar food which is available outside. Next. Eat all the different types of foods available to us so that we are strong enough to kick out negative emotions, negativity from our life, and that we are going to have good health. We are able to digest the food, we are able to work better, and we'll be energetic enough. Next. A few slides over here. A green face shows this is what you should eat. Okay. And I'm not going to tell people don't eat potatoes. Okay. So, Mark, see the slides. You might have a question on that. But these are the things you should choose. Next. See the fruits. I don't say don't eat bananas, they are high calorie. I've deliberately chosen these things because there is a purpose why we should eat them. Okay. So I'll take the questions later if you'll have any. Continue. When it comes to cereal, different cereals, even bread can be taken. If we're not going to take bread every day, right? But if you need a variety out of in the week, once you can have bread. And I'm not joking, you can have white bread. I will never talk about brown bread because I suspect sometimes they use caramel just to give a brown color. I'm not believing that because you try bread making at home and you'll realize without any maida how easy or how difficult bread making is. And so I will simply say take the white bread. They were simply going to charge you more for everything else. Seeds, yes, eat the seeds, buy the seeds, roast it, keep a jar next to you. Why do you need it in the bread? Right? People talk about seeded bread. Takes it. No, take bread. Any bread which is available to you, which is good enough. Next. For your proteins, you can take yogurt, milk, eggs, dal, chilas. If you're a non-vegetarian, you can take certain meat. Red meat, no, but you can take chicken, you can take some fish also for that if you want. Next. This is a red, not a red face, actually, it's an orange face. Nuts should be taken in a moderation. We don't give nuts to replace meals. Okay. So little nuts. Whereas we're taking everything else, take little nuts as well. Next. These you take with caution. Butter, oil, even olive oil. It's a oil. Okay. So we have to cautiously take it. We can't take unlimited amounts because olive oil is good. And this is with caution. Sugar, jaggery, honey. People say that, can I take organic jaggery? What is organic jaggery? Organic jaggery contains the same energy that sugar does. Just because it's looking yellow doesn't or brown doesn't mean it has more fiber. It is the same thing like sugar. So what are we doing? By replacing with organic jaggery, we are not taking something more healthy. We are simply still taking the things which we should not. Instead, you limit your sugar, limit your jaggery, limit even the honey, and that should be the right thing to do. Next, eat all the foods to get a balance for energy, a balance to stay healthy. Not only food, all the energy we spoke about in the first or the second slide, that exercise too much and too less is both going to be harmful. So stay active, do yoga, do whichever exercise suits you. Involve yourself in your activities. Do you like music? Do you like art and painting? Do you like gardening? If you want to simply, if reading is your hobby, you can simply sit and read. Dedicate yourself with a book every day. If please, maybe for 15 minutes, 20 minutes, half an hour, whatever, but do the activities which you have desired, which you have enjoyed as a child as well, and you have lost it somewhere as you grow up. Bring it back into your life, and that will keep you more energetic than ever. What would I like to tell you? Never let your energy drain. We've seen where all we can lose it. Let's take charge and don't allow our energy to drain. Stay full charge of energy levels. Stay full charge. How? Once you know which are your, when you identify points where you're probably losing energy and you keep a positive frame of mind, you can keep charge of your energy as well. Tackle cravings. Because I told you, you might crave for a sweet. It is okay to take it, but too many times you take, as many times you take sugar, it's going to give you a high and soon a low. So tackle the cravings, live guilt free. No guilt about this is what is expected from me and this is what I want to do. Just choose what is my goal, list out my goals, and start following them and achieving one at a time. Never think that this is the way I want to transform my life and I want to bring all the change together. Impossible thing to do. It'll bring you more into trouble and leave you more tired. Be physically active and exercise to stay guilt free and healthy. Thank you. I'm open for all questions that you all may have.
It was amazing. I feel there are so many, you just covered every aspect of draining energy, be it mental, physical, emotional, or for that matter, like how you mentioned gossiping also, I really like the part of gossiping,
Yes,
that how
we
it's,
don't realize, how much energy goes in that.
yeah. And especially when you're meeting
I'll
someone
tell
for
you
a
something very
coffee.
funny, I'm so when we meet for a coffee and people want to gossip, I try to tell them, I said, let's talk something else. Talking about somebody else is not going to help us meet.
Yeah,
When we meet, we want to share, right?
yeah,
So that's where gossip is actually taking your time away and your energies away.
amazing. Yes, anybody would like to ask something, share something,
Yeah, any
or
questions?
yes, Sai.
Thank you, Dr. Rita. I really enjoyed this session with you because, as Sakshi rightfully said, that you covered every aspect, and some of them were even surprisingly true. But we don't realize them, like gossiping or dealing with our struggles, mental struggles will also drain us, and the food part is obviously going to help us balance that out more when we mindfully start eating and not thinking about those things when we're at mealtime. So thank you so much for that. My question to you is, I truly struggle with hydration. Can you give
Yes.
some tips? Because I know I'm supposed to drink 2.5 to 3 liters
This is for
every
everybody,
day.
okay? Very simple thing to do. Take a half-liter bottle, 500 ml bottle, and fill it 5 times in the day. When you get up, you're going to fill it once, and then you're going to remember. If you need, put it down in your diary or your phone notes. Once I did, twice I did, try. At least 4 times you should be filling the bottle. Fifth time is the best thing. 2.5 liters and not difficult to achieve. And we tell it to patients, okay? I've told it to every person. That's the only way we can. Don't carry 1 liter bottles anywhere. They're heavier to carry. Then you'll want to not. Slowly, after some days, you'll say it's too heavy. I'm not taking. If you have a 250 ml bottle, carry the small bottle, fill it 10 times. But do that because just I think my laptop is having low battery. Give me half a minute. Oops.
Yes, so many things to learn each day. from so many people, and even when we share our experiences, we are getting so many answers. And dehydration, I think, is a problem for each one of us here. How much ever we say ki we are managing, at some
Yeah.
point of time it is.
My
And nobody would have ever realized ki we would be sitting in PosiFest and discuss about dehydration, but how it affects and impacts us overall is like,
Absolutely. My issue is I have the intention to drink that amount,
yeah,
but somehow I don't feel thirsty.
yeah,
Like my thirst does not allow me to actually drink that much. And
yeah,
then by the end of the day, I'm like, oh my God, there's, very less
yeah.
that I have consumed through the day. That is where I struggle.
You know what? I'll tell you. This is what is your brain hunger type of a thing. You are unable to identify. If your body needs the water, don't let your body ask for it. Don't say, I'm not feeling thirsty. You eat, drink water, you have to drink water. Continuously sips of water. That's how I have built. I'll tell you something very, very honestly. I've been a person, studied nutrition, taught nutrition, practiced nutrition all the time. I myself had a problem of not drinking enough water. Okay. How did I overcome it? Only like this. Only like this. Constantly keep a bottle or a glass near. If I'm at home and working on my table, there's a water glass filled all the time. So, in between, if I suddenly realize, oh, wait, let me drink water. That's how I have built it. It's not easy, but it's not impossible. That's the way we have to do it.
Yes, it's so important for
And
each one of us. I think we should start, a dehydration group, who wants to hydrate, and everybody puts in the group chat.
Yes.
I have had one glass of water
You
now.
know,
I have had one.
in the pandemic, in the pandemic, when we were all at home and we were teaching students online, I had created one thing called Challenge for Change. And we had students, we had parents, we had their friends on that group, and we used to guide them. For the
Yeah.
week, this is what you will do, and report back to us.
Yes.
So, who achieved? Then we created batches. Oh, you did it. So,
Yeah.
that was an appreciation for somebody. So,
Yeah.
Challenge for Change was a nice initiative. That's how we help each other. We just
Yes.
remind each other that we're supposed to do it.
Yeah. But even constant pinging on your phone, like Sai has just had a glass of water. In 10 minutes, we see Nithya has had a glass of water. In 5 minutes, Kinnari ma'am posts, I'm having a glass of water. And maybe, we can just click a picture of, reminding each other. Somebody is literally on our head to drink water. It will be so much of fun to do something like this, actually bringing up, because dehydration is the cause of so many things.
Yes.
Everything, possibly everything, to so definitely we should work on this, and we can do that 7-day challenge at least.
Yeah.
Yes. Anybody else would like to share something, ask something? Yes, Nitya.
Extremely good session, Nitya here. So enjoyed a lot and learned a lot. We
Thank
know
you.
that, but when we know in detail of everything, we feel that okay. Sometimes we eat with the friends, we eat sometimes alone. We eat, but mindful eating. When you saw that, oh, it impacts.
Yes.
When I'm eating alone, I think so many things in my mind.
Yes.
So that is draining my energy. That I came to know today.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
And
even,
we are gossiping lot of things, and we are eating
Yes.
when we are with the colleagues, right? So that drains the energy. So now I understood, okay, I thought I'm enjoying that with my
Yeah.
colleagues, but I didn't know that I'm literally draining my energy.
yeah.
Obviously during the office time, when we are eating with their colleagues, we gossip about people, managers, and the system. So I feel why I am tired at the 3 o'clock,
End of
or
the day.
sometimes now I am able to
Yes.
understand that.
Yeah.
It's
See, it's
thank
nice
you.
to gossip, but gossip not about people is what I always feel. Gossip about, well, something that is, why can't we discuss a trend, a fashion trend, which may suit somebody, doesn't suit somebody, but don't talk about people. When you talk about people, you're pointing something negative in them. At the same time, you're getting the negativity in you. And that is what drains you. So talk general, gossip about maybe the topmost of somebody in the world. What? But are we talking about the good? Let us see those. Discuss sports, discuss art. Why not? There's so much going on, I mean, and not earlier, but today, everything is a trend.
Yes. Even
What is
drinking
a
water
dot
is a
mandala?
trend. Carrying a bottle of water is a
Everything,
trend.
everything is a trend, okay? So why not get into a good trend?
Yeah. So when it comes to mindful eating, it's amazing if you understand the concept. Yes, it takes its while. When we repeatedly hear, we try to understand that why people are repeatedly speaking of mindful eating nowadays. And with whatever stress you have, if that one moment when the food is served to you on the table, if a person becomes aware that, the food is come on my table and this is the moment I have to start being mindful till I get up from the table, you will see such a drastic change because the first thing will be, thank you for this food on my table. The moment the thank you comes in, you will never have a complaint that there is something less or more in the food. And you're eating it with so much of
Hmm.
grace in you. You feel so validated and, you're seeing around. And actually, you're not bothered what others are doing. They're eating, they're not eating, but you're respecting that food that has come in your plate. And it's a blessing in one
That is
of
showing gratitude.
that's kind of showing
That is showing
gratitude. It
gratitude
really
for the food on our plate.
And from wherever the food is coming, whether it's come in a dabba, whether it's come from home cooked food, or you're sitting at the table, you start valuing the person who is making it also for you. Maybe today, even if we are women, some of us may have cooks, some of us may have to arrange for
Yes,
dabbas in the working scenarios. So it really makes a difference. But at the same time, since we are women all here and we know that we cook food, it's very important that we make it also in a very mindful scenario. When we start making it, when we start putting that positive energy while cooking, we are definitely passing it on to the generations ahead or to our family members. And that happiness is so good when you see it from them that they like the food or they're appreciating the food or it's not a verbal acknowledgement, but the satisfaction while they're sitting on the table itself is, like my daughter's friends will come and say, oh, my mother, your Nishka's mother makes the best food. Like the mothers call me, ki, can you stop cooking food at home? I can't manage so much cooking. So sometimes it
yeah,
makes you feel good also. So
absolutely.
just trying to say that awareness and, as you said, mindfulness, even while
Mindful.
cooking, while buying your vegetables, while serving on the table. Sometimes it's too hectic. We understand that we are too tied up in work, but
Yeah,
our aggression while making is going to pass on for the people who are going to eat that food. So it's very important what energy we are receiving and passing on. So,
yes.
yes, Sai.
I just wanted to add to what you said just now, Sakshi, that being grateful for what's in front of us, right? So I just thought I'll share something that I practice at home. And I've made a very simple prayer for my child, for my daughter. She's 9 years old now. So she says this before every meal. So I've taught her to say this, and that is, and it does not offend anyone. It just says, may all the people, like the farmers, the people who transported the food, the people who stocked it in the grocery market, all these people, may all the people and all the lives, because the farmers would have used cows, they would have used, buffaloes, bulls, all those, right, to probably take it on those bullock carts and all that, right? So all the
Yeah.
lives and even the life of the vegetables that we are going to consume. So may all the people and all the lives who helped put this food on the table, including the cook, may they be blessed with happiness. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Yeah.
So she says this prayer and then she eats it. So even if
Nice.
she's doing it in front of her classmates, no one will feel offended also.
Yeah.
So just thought of sharing.
Yeah.
So
And
nice.
even when we start talking about people, the kind of energy that we are actually receiving, as she said, we are actually putting in the negativity inside us. And It's not, obviously, it comes with practice. Even if you start it once, twice, it may land up for 1 minute. अरे नहीं नहीं छोड़ यार मुझसे नहीं होता ये कौन करेगा. It's okay. Try for that 1 minute, 2 minutes for the next time, and you will suddenly feel that you're sitting on a table with 10 friends, and yet you're sitting alone because you don't uh, belong in that gossip. It's not about belonging to your friends. They will always be your friends. But you will certainly feel ki let me take a book and read instead of sitting on this table and wasting my time. I can always come back to my friends and I can always spend time. But this is not what I want to do at this current moment. This will help us make or set our healthy boundaries. It's about choosing what is good for me. As we say,
Yes.
nobody can decide for you. You need to decide for yourself what is good and what is bad. And if you are able to recognize that and if you're able to work on it, nothing like it. As yesterday we were talking, as day before yesterday we were talking, choose on hobbies that you like to do. Even that empowers so much, even by spending time by doing what you like to do. And it could be as simple as Rita ma'am said, कि before starting my work, I want to sit and have my coffee. I deserve it and people can wait for me. It's not a big thing. I am not asking the world in that. I'm just asking for 5 minutes for my coffee. That's it. So yeah.
Because we also know that we are not going to take 2 hours for a coffee, right?
Yeah.
But we just deserve a good cup, very peacefully taken.
And we are not taking
Because
a
I know
Starbucks coffee.
myself,
We are sitting at home
I
or
know
we are
myself
sitting in
when,
our work.
being a working woman, there was a time when I was having my coffee while I was sending my son to school. But the day I said, no, at least that much I need so that my whole day will go good, I said, okay, all of you wait. Get up early, do your own things if you want, but I want to get up at this time and I will have my 5 minute time to myself.
Yeah. True, very true. Yes, anybody would like to share something more, would like to. Yes, Nitya.
Prioritizing ourselves is more
Yes,
important, I believe. Yeah.
prioritizing. That's why I said list it down as one, two, three. Start only one thing at a time. Don't say my list is of 10 things. I want to change all 10 in my life together. That will be chaos. Start changing one thing at a time. When you know one is settled, you go to the second. That, it will take some time, maybe 2, 3 months, but you'll feel so much at peace and so energetic.
Yeah. Yes. Thank you so much. Yes, anyone else would like to say something or we
Thank you,
move?
ma'am.
Thank you, Bhavani.
Thank you, Richa, ma'am. Yeah. Ma'am, actually, I had a question. You spoke about dreams, like they drain energy. So, what exactly do you mean? We can't control the dreams while we are sleeping. See,
No,
I
no, 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 no,
have
no.
a, yeah.
I didn't speak about daydream at all. I spoke about dreams when you sleep. Daydreams are different.
Oh, at night, we can't control the
No, we
dreams, right?
cannot. I know that. But when do we see? I'm not saying that dreams are in our control. What my specific point was that if you dream, then you're getting disturbed sleep. You need sleep for a longer period of time. This was exactly what I had said.
Okay.
That you cannot
Yeah.
sleep only for 6 hours if you're having dreams. You might require to sleep for 2 more hours.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, ma'am.
My point
And
is
ma'am,
that sleep should be something which you get energy from, or something which makes you feel fresh
correct,
after
correct.
dreams. If you just get up soon enough, you may not feel that fresh, so you need to sleep for longer time.
Correct, ma'am. Yes. And one more thing, I've actually left maida and all those things. So even the fried foods I've left since lockdown. So I hardly have 1 or 2 times a year fried food or anything. But I just wanted to ask, how good is that 100% whole wheat bread? No, according to you.
So I will tell you what I said. I think in the presentation itself, I said that I'm not saying whole wheat bread is bad, but I don't know how much of whole wheat flour is there in that bread, because making the bread is not so easy with a lot
Correct,
of
ma'am.
fiber in it. So
Yes,
what they do is The whole wheat flour is taken and it is sieved once or twice or thrice so that you leave away the larger molecules, which is what your fiber is. And ultimately use
Correct.
that for bread. So you can tag it and say it is whole wheat bread. But whether they really have that much fiber, I doubt it.
Okay.
Maida and refined flour, not good, agreed. It is
Correct.
always to be banned if you're having it every day. If somebody is having white bread every day, I will say no. Please choose a variety and take your bread not more than once or maximum twice a week. Because
Okay.
that's where a maida is. Rest of the day, rest of the food, if we are eating food we cooked at home, or even when we go out, we are choosing the right foods. If we are ordering, we are not eating refined flour there at all. Where does it come from? It comes from bakery foods, bakery items, the
Correct. Correct.
biscuits. Now, people have a habit of saying, I take two biscuits every day. Those are wrong. People talk of oats biscuits, people talk of those multigrain biscuits. You please read labels, there are a lot of fat in it. Okay, the taste, the crispiness of the biscuits, all is because of the fat in it. So when you say that you're probably eating just one or just two, but you're getting a lot more wrong energy than what you will get from a healthy food.
Yes, thank you so much. And also, I feel well, since we've spoken about sleep, Bhavani ma'am has removed the topic for sleep. I feel again in today's time, sleep has become a blessing if one can get proper sleep. In the times that is so disturbing and there's TV and phones to disturb us, if we are actually getting a proper sleep, it is like something to be the most grateful thing for today. We used to say roti kapda makan, but today's time, I think if we are actually getting a proper sleep, it should be added roti kapda makan and neend. That is very
Yeah, it
it's
is really needed now.
really
Because
needed.
नींद सबको नसीब नहीं होती और ले नहीं सकते.
Huh.
I always tell people that you're blessed, you can sleep anywhere.
Yeah.
I
And
personally cannot.
anytime. And
But
anytime.
I need my night sleep. I will not let anybody destroy that happiness of mine.
Yeah.
Just one night ka sleep. Yes, I will. I mean, Sakshi, I told you also.
Yeah,
My
yeah,
plans always revolve around whether I'm getting my
yeah,
sleep or not.
yeah. And it's very strange that Rita ma'am and we met in the hospital when we were not getting
Yes.
proper sleep, and we were sitting in that nighttime and talking about these things only, and this is how we connected. And those hospital sofas to sleep and all were one
I
another.
know.
So yeah, but in today's time to get a proper sleep is like one of the biggest blessing you can actually say you're having today. So
Yes.
and it only comes with, again, your proper eating, your proper thinking, and your mindfulness in
And
every
not
action that you're
staying
taking.
calm,
Yeah,
not
staying
letting your
calm.
energy being drained.
Yeah.
If you feel tired by 2 or 3 o'clock in the afternoon, then it's wrong. We have the whole day from morning to night. You cannot have the energy lost in half the day itself.
Yeah. That's true. That's true. So it was a lovely evening speaking about energies that drain us, energies that uplift us. So thank you so much, Dr. Rita, for giving your precious
Thank
time
you.
being here at PosiFest. And thank you everyone for always being there and coming all 11 days, showing up. Thank you. It means a lot. We'll see you tomorrow, same time.
Yes, thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you,
Bye.
everyone.
Bye.
Thank you.